All right, hey, what's up? This is my first, I guess, podcast kind of thing. It's more like, ooh, let me move the camera. I mean, the camera microphone. Um, Probably gonna do these when like no one's awake, cause I plan to get a little deep with these. And it's kind of weird to have like my brother sitting right next to me as I do these, or my parents just walking around like, "What are you talking about, RJ?" Anyways, it's so cold. My hands are freezing. Anyways, I just want to talk about today. I plan to talk about film, and then move on towards like grades and the stress with school right now because it's finals, and I'm planning to shoot this zombie film, and my voice is so deep, and it's like, "Hey baby, how's it going? Yeah, yeah." Um, Anyways, um, so filming, I'm excited for the filming. So filming is gonna be like winter break. It's probably gonna be freezing cold. If it rains, then that sucks for me. Um, so let's start at the beginning. The beginning, I've been working 3 months on this film. 3 months ago, I was like, yo, I gotta do something with my life, because you see all these kids at my school, and they're like doing in clubs. They're officers. They're presidents of clubs. Like they're working on like cool projects, working outside of school, having jobs and whatnot. I'm just like playing video games, and so it's kind of discouraging to just see like all your friends kind of do something, and I'm like, I want to do something too. And so I had thought of it for a while that filming is something that I would like to pursue, but I never really decided to take action into it. I was like, oh, maybe I just watch some more movies, just take classes in college. But if you need, I realized I need to make actual films, sit up straight so that people find me attractive. No, I'm just kidding. Make actual films to, just send them in, and just practice, get better at filming. Because eventually, when you go into like a film program, you're gonna be like, "Hey, can I join this film program?" They'll be like, "What kind of work have you done?" And it's like, "Oh crap, I don't have any work done." And so by making some films, I actually can show them what I can do, what I can work on, and that kind of stuff. And sorry, my voice is really low right now. I just woke up, and I was like, "Yo, let's do this." Um, and so I was like, I should get something done. And so I decided with my friend Brian, I'm like, hey, let's make a zombie film. Because at the time, The Walking Dead and zombies, and it's kind of like, um, if I'm gonna make a film something, it should be something I like, something that I can make a story out of really easily. And so the film process, I started off, I was like, all right, what's happening? What's the deal with this film? Are we gonna make it like first person? Originally, I was like, oh, let's make a first person film. But then I decided, you can't have a lot of emotions with first person. You can have it. I want the main character to feel. I want to give the audience feels from the feels are like feelings that are like really emotional. So I was thinking, hey, let's do something really emotional with it. So let's not do first person. But just wait for the film to come out. We'll do more podcasts with like the people who are auditioned, and we'll just talk about the storyline of episode 1, then episode 2. Yeah, that's what I plan to do, is like film episode 1 and 2. And so you're thinking, what is next? And so I wrote the screenplay for like 1 and 2 out of 5 episodes. And at the same time, I'm kind of like balancing school and video games, and trying to like start volunteering for a hospital, and vlogging at the same time every day for a year. And so you're like, oh, RJ, how do you like do all this stuff? I do admit that possibly my grades have gone down because of the film, but it's not to the extent where I have to stop everything and like seriously do better. It's more like my grades have slipped a little, and that's telling me that RJ, come on, do something. And yeah, I've I decided to just stop at episode 2, just film those during the break. And so because of that, I'm just like, okay, let's focus on more on school. And the thing about school is that when you're in a competitive school, it becomes so discouraging seeing all these kids. They're like, oh my gosh, I got such a bad grade on the SAT, and they get like 20/100s easy peasy. And I wish I could get a 20/100 easy peasy. And is this camera still even filming? Yeah, it is still filming. Sorry, I just need to check that out. And so it becomes really discouraging when all these kids are like, oh yeah, I'm so good, or I'm so bad, and they get really good scores. But, what my mom always says is to just do your best. And I follow that, and I try to maintain like a 3.5 GPA or higher. That's 3 A's, 3 B's. Or depending on how many classes you have, it's like half and half. I'd like to get 4.0. I'd like to, like really get my SAT grade up. It's at 1900 right now. But, sometimes you just have to think, am I meant to become like a super smart kid? Does filming require me, if I want to pursue filming when I grow up, does it require me to become the smartest man in the world? Does it require me to be the best in calculus? Does it require me to get a 2400 on the SAT? No, it's more with the arts. You need talent, and you need to know what you're doing. You need to be a good leader to direct something, come up with ideas, and it's I don't know, I'm just kind of clashing between it. Like, am I meant to do filming? Or should I focus more time on school? And that's just, and then with vlogging, I'm happy that I can vlog every day, that I can record, the family moments that happen, the cool things that happen with my friends, that I can like just talk on camera. But there's a point where I can't share everything, and where I sometimes have stress, and I sometimes angry, but I can't show that. I mean, yeah, I do get angry, but not most of the time. I try to be like optimistic, like, oh yeah, look at this, something just happened, and so yeah, sometimes that happens. But I feel that with religion, yeah, there's religion in this podcast, you get good stuff. Hopefully you guys, this is getting kind of weird. It's nearing 10 minutes. Sorry, I had to restart the camera. I just restarted the camera. I just had to sync it again. It records for only 10 minutes, that's why. So, anyways, where was I? I was talking about filming and grades and stress. Yeah, vlogging takes up like 20 minutes a day to just film something, and then like 10-30 minutes to edit everything. And so yeah, I'm happy that I can record my life as it is. And junior year, it's hard. I can't stress how hard it is. It's so busy. A lot of people procrastinate on their like extracurriculars, and they're like, oh, I gotta get some hours for volunteering. And so that's kind of me. I'm trying to volunteer at a hospital, and then filming because I want to like make something of myself. I don't know, maybe if the film is amazing, then something fortunate will happen in my life. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know where life is going to take me. But you gotta realize that, imagine like a long jump rope. If for those of you who believe in the Lord or believe in afterlife, like for me, I look at a long rope, and at the very tip of the rope, or like 1 inch of the rope, is like the amount of time I'm spent on Earth, and then the rest of the rope is the amount of time in the afterlife. And I know this is religious, and those of you who don't, feel uncomfortable with me talking this, I'm sorry, but I just want to say that, you can't focus on, just grades and everything. Grades are something, yes, but as a person, if you aren't happy, then what is life then? Yeah, that's how I see it. That, just don't focus too much on the academic portion of your life. Focus more on the happy portion of your life. I think if you finally find happiness in life, like, you find the right person, and that's, well, let's talk about girls in the next podcast. This podcast is just about stress. Should we talk about girls? No, here's how I see girls. I'm not gonna dig deep on what I look for in a girl, because I do have like a lot of things I'd like to look for in a girl, and I feel like I don't have 3 minutes to say that. But here's what I want to say about, just finding the right person is that, I know I'm a 16-year-old saying this stuff. You don't have to believe everything. Oh, I just coughed into my hands. That's gross. What I have to say is that somewhere in this world, eventually you're going to stand on an altar in a church, in a cathedral, somewhere outside, wherever you're gonna get married, elope, whatever. And when you're standing there, on the opposite end of you is the person that some supreme power or the universe has lined up for you to be your companion forever. And someday I kind of hope to find her. Like, who is Mrs. RJ? Is she gonna be like me? What is she doing right now? Is she across the world? Is she, I don't know, stressing out in school as I am? Is she living near me as it is? Does she go to my school? It's all these questions, and I have like a minute left to make this like 15-minute podcast. And that's kind of my life right now. Filming, stress with school, finals coming up. My grades are kind of alright. Like, they're solid this grade, and even if I get ace the final, it's not going to bring it up. So that's why I'm so relaxed. And I know that some of you are stressed out, and I hope you guys do your best. And yeah, filming, grades, stress, finals, vlogging, I love it. Like, if it could be my job, that'd be awesome. And like YouTube, your friends start doing YouTube after you do it, and it's like, wow, they're doing so much better than I am, and it's discouraging, but you gotta look at it like it's my videos. I'm proud of it. And with that, there's girls as well in my life. I haven't found Mrs. RJ yet, but I hope to find her. All right, less than 5 seconds before I end this. I'll see you guys sometime, maybe this week. We'll talk more on girls. I don't know. This is kind of cool. I like doing these. All right, I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Oh yeah. Think about the things I said. Okay, bye. Wait. I'm gonna make it 15:30 on the sound recorder. Okay. Okay, bye.